Story Squires to Storylords, a prompt-based fiction podcast with 2 prompts, 3 stories, and as much laughter as we can muster in these 3 stories.
Oh, no.
We're down from infinite already?
Yeah.
Unsustainable. Really.
Really unsustainable.
We're 75 issues in. The fact that we've kept it up that long, maybe we should see a doctor.
Maybe.
Speak for yourself. I got a place to hang my hoodie.
I'm Rich, and with me as always is Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And Josh.
Hello, it's me. It's Thanksgiving.
It's
tired.
not Thanksgiving.
No.
I'm still Thanksgiving.
It is December 2nd.
What the fuck are you thankful for?
Fucking soon to be dead. I don't know. Whatever.
The patented Josh Henderson cry for help.
Load another bullet.
You're not even ready for this story. That's why you're gonna be having to sing that tune a bunch here.
Oh no. Well, this week,
No.
our prompts were elevators and lizards.
Always switches them around. What is it? What is up with that?
I know.
It's to keep it cool. It's to keep it fresh.
You put them in? Are you putting them in alphabetical?
No.
Is that it?
No, I don't know. They're just
Putting it in ass indical.
Perhaps I have. You know how your eyes have that special lens in them to flip images over, so you don't see everything backwards. Do you know that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Well-
I thought that was your brain that did
Yeah,
that.
there's like it's like the way the lens of the eye works. It flips it upside down, and
Yeah.
then your brain interprets it. Though.
Yeah. So I've got that for
Waste of
prompts
time.
in my ears. It flips it sideways.
This is like a
could be
science podcast now.
We could be like a microsecond cooler. Fuck it. Being human sucks.
So yeah, this week elevators and lizards, or lizards and elevators.
You're not saying lifts, which I'm very proud of.
It wasn't
Lifts.
the prompt. Otherwise, we could have had lifts in shoes. We could have had someone lifting
true.
something. But an elevator, it's just an elevator. So
Sometimes an elevator is just an elevator.
You know,
Sigmund Freud.
maybe some of us like shoehorn these in a little harder than usual. Maybe
yeah,
people are
maybe.
nicer this time of year and maybe won't judge.
ooh. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that, or we won't see. It depends on how much feedback we get. So
I don't have that lens in my brain that gives
2 shits.
makes me give a shit. Yeah.
But this week, Josh is going first. We think this is right. Greg fucked up the order. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks for being on the show, Greg, you fucker.
Yeah, you
Greg's
fucking
legacy is
guest.
fucking up the order. Jesus Christ.
Like, we need any help with that.
We need help with the 15-minute conversation we have about who's going first this week.
Oh, we had so much fucking comedy gold that you won't ever get to hear before this episode.
That does suck. We were really on fire
It was
before this.
good.
Yeah.
We're really recording the worst part of the show right now.
So here we go, Josh.
My episode is called The Barf Night.
Good start. Good start.
Refugees lined up in the dusty cobweb mess hall to get their allotment of gruel and potato. The mumbles of the displaced would have been depressing, save for they were now safe inside Flyman's Ultra Castle, TM, a fortress he had long abandoned to go forth and be sad, to be a sad curse fuck upon the world.
God, this is so
Wow.
toyetic.
Yeah. Get ready to make the castle, the fucking Castle Grayskull or whatever it's called.
The Flyman's Ultra Castle is just, we're
Yeah.
gonna buy a bunch of old Castle Grayskulls and paint them purple.
Yeah, and they already are purple.
Now they're gray.
Oh, wait, no, what was
It was
Skeletor's
Skeletor's was purple.
Yeah.
What's his castle?
Castle
Serpent
fuck
something.
face.
Nah, we'll look it up. We'll get somebody to look that up. Skeleton served up
Greg, look that
stews
up for us.
Greg!
Craig. Skelemen served up stews and treats from the ancient kitchen with all the vigor of those dancing mops from that Pisney cartoon about dancing mops and magic and I think anti-Semitism? I'm not sure. But there's a good chance that it had that in there somewheres.
Good old fucking
Yep.
Walton Pisney.
Yeah.
Disney. Flyman sat at a wooden long table with his closest companions. Fred and Sid were chatting about what to do next with the hordes of refugees they had rescued. Chick and Buffcat were playing that game where you have a paper football and kick it through your fingers. The Merc Monk was up in the rafters cleaning out most of the cobwebs and shouting down at children who were running around and playing a bit too loudly for his liking. And Demi was helping Gary hand out mashed potatoes in the shape of castles and buttresses and other funny words.
Wow.
I do love the word buttress.
Buttress.
Merrick
lowered his-
Buttress.
Is that a name?
It's a joke about Kirk's son's name.
Kirk? Captain Kirk?
Yeah, his son, the actor's name is Merrick Buttrick or something.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm really glad that I ground the show to a halt for that fucking joke.
this is... I just don't know what podcast we're doing right now.
Castletopia.
That's not what it is. He lowered his head in worry. How was he going to take care of all these people? He could barely take care of himself ever since he was turned into a walking fly with the strength of .10 men. Plus,
.10 man.
plus, was this even a good place for these people? These families? Last time Flyman had been here, his human skin and bones were slothing off like a shawarma while magic transformed his every human thought into a teenage cutter's wet dream. And he was pretty sure that was at least against code. Suddenly, a loud clang and crash rocked the mess hall. Everyone got super quiet, like at lunch when some kid falls over. Fred said from somewhere in the back. But it wasn't anything nearly as funny as a child falling down and embarrassing himself in front of all of his peers. No, before them on the ground, covered in potatoes, was an 8-foot-tall kangaroo wearing boxing gloves who was mortally wounded. Demi quickly rushed over to him, along with Sid and Chick. What? Wait, who's talking? Oh, Demi. What? Who the heck balls is this guy? She said, trying to stop this bleeding. How'd you get in here? Answer now, dog creature, Sid demanded, holding socks at his neck. You must help pizza, the kangaroo stammered. Oh, God, get this guy some pizza stat, 50 C's of pepperonis, Chick shouted to the kitchen. Mayor, we busted out of the Lich's castle. He fell behind, the Roo went on. Sid was still not convinced. Pretty convenient that you show up here throwing around that name when we ourselves only just discovered this place and an unspecified amount of time ago. And that you knew where to find us. And that you knew who we are in relation to Mayor Pizza, Sid said suspiciously as fuck. No time. Not enough time. Season coming to an end, the kangaroo stuttered.
Amen.
He's delirious from blood loss, Fred said, eating a slice of pepperoni pizza. Gotta save Maya, the Roo said with one last gasp, and then death rattled. Pretty soon, everyone went back to their business as if a dying kangaroo was just something that happened in a cafeteria every day. I bet it does happen a lot in Australia, though. Probably a lot more than anyone wants to admit. It's probably some dark national secret that they hide the numbers. Fucking sick freaks. Well, that was stupid and pointless, Chick said, throwing a pumpkin bag over the corpse.
That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
It's neat.
We aren't gonna help him? A nasally voice shot from behind them. Flyman, why would we? Fred said matter-of-factly. Yeah, Flyman, it's not like he ever really helped us, you know? He kind of was helpful adjacent, Sid said. He was like our Gnarly from Gnarly's Celestials, Flyman shot back, uncommonly passionate.
What the fuck?
Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
I mean, like, yeah, if Gnarly was like a stereotype of a homunculus of a politician and several racial stereotypes mixed with the stereotype of several corrupt traits of said previous racial stereotypes, Chip said.
He's our friend.
But what about the time just as he was finishing a thought, flashback waves swept over the cafeteria, and suddenly we were back in a flashback. It was Grawl. It was daytime, and Flyman was rummaging through some trash in a back alley. Oh, guess old Flyman goes hungry again, he said, finally drooping down onto his fly butt. Suddenly, a bone limousine came roaring by with the mayor sticking his head out of the sunroof like it was prom 97. Alongside of him were bimbos of various make, hot ones, with massive frontage.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, just throw them damn piss bottles out of the side there, sweetheart, Mayor Pizza said as he threw a bottle of warm piss directly at Flyman. It hit him and exploded its golden contents all over his face, like I exploded my contents all over your whore mother's face last night, and then this morning, and also right now. Oh, yeah, there it is.
That's the sound?
So good.
At least he didn't say Shazam or something.
It sounded so painful.
Try to get away, you can't.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Wow, thanks, Mayor, Flashback Flyman said with almost a smile. He really gets the common man's plight. The flashback waves dissipated, and everyone was just staring at Flyman as he was pouring lemonade all over himself and licking it off with his little worm tongue.
Ugh.
In and out. Wow, what the, okay then, Demi said, walking over, finally in the episode. Yeah, Flyman, we're gonna watch Ernest Saves Orcsmith tonight with Demi and the Fugees to help them settle in, you know? So we're gonna, like, not do this adventure, Fred said matter-of-factly. Oh, well. All right, Flyman said, sitting back down in a slump. As everyone exited, Sid shouted, "Who wants to watch some Orcsmith hijinks?" And everyone cheered.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
Flyman sat in the dark, mostly because the Skelemen turned off the candles. Saddened that he couldn't help. Or could he? Or could I? He said, jumping up with the vigor of a hip replacement patient, Flyman made his way over to a secret bookcase near his office. He looked around to make sure nobody was nosing around and then pulled a dusty old book revealing a secret elevator, or lift if you're nasty.
I am
He entered
that.
the lift. He entered the lift to be met swiftly with his longtime butler, Scalefred.
Wow.
Scalefred, you're alive, he shouted. Quart, Scalefred said, unmoving. He reached over and hit a button that read, "Cool stuff floor," for some reason, and the elevator shot downward. Scalefred was a lizard man, and they were quite long-lived and made for excellent butlers back when that sort of classism mixed with that sort of racism to make a truly terrible slurry of bigotry. You know, back then,
yeah,
Way
right.
back then.
Not now. Oh God.
Was that you jizzing on someone's mum's
Yeah,
face again?
that sounded
Yeah,
much more
sorry.
like jizzing to me.
Sorry. You'll never escape.
Oh, God. It's everywhere.
How long have you been waiting for my return? And in this elevator, no less, Flyman asked. Quite some time, Master Man, Scalefred said, still looking forward. As the elevator hit the bottom floor, Flyman exited in a hurry and turned to Scalefred. Make sure you take the day off, Scalefred. You've earned it, he said. Indubitably, sir, Scalefred said as he closed the door behind him. Once in the cool stuff floor, Flyman began to stock up. This was his old secret lab where he did his most profane and cutting-edge experiments. But mostly, this is where he kept his most secret secrets. Lights kicked onto a display case where a suit lay in waiting, armored with black metal and a cowl that could stop at any arrow, with goggles for his many eyes. Flyman, you see, was Flyman.
Wow, who could have seen it?
Very good. Very good.
So stupid. He strapped up, putting on his suit and belt. He loaded up on daggers and kunai in the shape of flies. TM, do not steal. He stocked up on potions and smoke grenades and all kinds of trickery he'd need to save his friend, Mayor Joseph Pizzarelli. After some really expensive and totally sick-ass special effects, Flyman was flying over the Lich's skyscraper castle. Below, Ant-Men were running frantically around, aiming ballistae and arrows at the winged vigilante. "First one to kill the fly gets a bonus," shouted an ant sergeant. "Fire at will!" He screamed as a volley of death flew straight up at Flyman. Flyman nonchalantly looked down to his right to see thousands of flaming arrows aimed right at him. He nose-dived and barrel-rolled with the coolest look on his face he could muster.
It's like I'm not there.
Hey, that's not your quote.
That is my joke, you fucker.
That's Jeff.
You can't prove anything.
Oh, no.
See you in court. He soared over the rooftop and let loose a few grenades. They exploded and sent ant parts flying as segments of the survivors groaned for the sweet release of death and for their queen mommies. "Kill him now!" shouted the sergeant. With one last volley, Flyman doubled back, almost daring the ants to hit him. But just like the Red Baron, his time was up. One lucky hit on his wing, and it sputtered and smoked as it made the Millennium Falcon breaking down sound effect. We paid for that, so we're gonna use it, you know? I'm just gonna put it in. I'm not really gonna pay for it. Flyman directed his momentum and his angle at the topmost floor of the castle, but his loss of speed made him adjust his aim. He crashed through a glass window several floors above the top floor as he did a sick roll when he landed, only to immediately stand up and ready his knives. In the room was a battalion of Ant-Men, which is like, I don't know, at least 50 Ant-Men. I don't know. It was crazy. But as soon as they saw their foe, many dropped to their knees in fear. Flyman's suit had been cut up pretty bad by the glass that somehow existed on this castle, and his Flyman hog was just flopping out like he was a Republican politician and the Ant-Man were underage children.
Oh, no.
Oh no, but totally true.
It is very true. Look it up.
Look it up. Some Ant-Men begged for death. Others began to gouge their own eyes out, stabbing at the sockets with a wet thud with every new impact. One had vomited so much, so quickly, he snapped his own back in a pool of his own bile. And he was one of the lucky ones. One Ant-Man had cut off his own hog and was just walking around with it in his hand, staring off into the distance like he was that guy with the arm in the beginning of Saving Private Ryan.
Oh no.
I was picturing it before you referenced it, even.
But nobody was going to save his private, which was not named Ryan.
God damn.
But Stiffy Red. Several other Ant-Men... That's what mine is named. Several other Ant-Men began to renounce God himself. "Oh, Satan, please take me into your service, for no God would ever let such an abomination exist in a just universe," said an Ant-Man as he dug a pentagram into his carapace. It slowly glowed unholy power as it summoned Thalzerbub, one of Satan's most trusted servants. As the demon apparated into this reality, he took one quick peek at Flyman's hanger-danger and immediately turned to dust and was sent back down to the pit of despair Despair, which he renamed the Pit of Despair. But, like, at least that dick ain't here. Flyman made his way up to the next floor where he found a feast taking place. This is all over the place.
Oh, no.
This is all over the place. Ant-Men and monsters of every sort were feasting on the flesh of the very citizens of Grawl. A giant ogre was stirring a pot of green mucousy body parts like in Conan the Barbarian. But these parts were like butts and boobs too, so it was like even grosser. Like, look, I'll eat a hand if I'm in a plane crash in the Andes, or if I'm like on a soccer trip with my girls' soccer team and we crash in the woods, but I don't think I could eat a butt. I mean, I could eat a butt, but I don't think I could devour a butt. That's like eating the Mona Lisa, and I'm not trying to eat a work of art like Red Dragon style, you know?
A lot of great references in this one, you know?
Really painted a picture.
Are you here for the buffet? A servant lizard asked Flyman.
Oh, he's there. Shit.
It's different. He's different.
Oh, okay.
There's a bunch of them. That's racist that you thought it was the same one.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody.
You
Look,
should apologize to the lizard.
look,
folk.
everybody. This is my YouTube apology. I was wrong about lizard people, and I've taken steps to get better for my own self. Like,
No, he
subscribe
hasn't.
and comment.
No, he hasn't. Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
Like, subscribe,
he was
and
on Lizard
comment.
Island. He was on Lizard Island.
Join the Patreon. I was only there for the jet skis.
Flyman, thinking swiftly, ripped off his Flyman costume to reveal a bespoke three-piece suit, complete with perfectly tied bow tie. Indeed, the name's Man. Flyman, he said, grabbing a cocktail off of a tray that was passing nearby. Excellent, sir. We ask that you bathe before you partake. The lizard butler sniffed a snooty sniff and motioned over to the bathroom area. Yes, of course. I was busy doing corporate stuff. Evil corporate stuff, Flyman said with a
catch.
wry smile. Redundancy, how droll, the lizard butler said, shuffling off. Flyman took the first door to his right and found a bath waiting for him. The room was lit with subtle candlelight and smelled of jasmine. He slowly removed his suit and slid his slick yet crusty body into the... He let out a sigh as his mouth flapped rudely together. I needed this, he said to himself. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our main course, I give you Flyman, a booming voice announced over a hushed crowd. The walls surrounding Flyman's private bath fell away as the pedestal below him rose upward. He wasn't in a bath at all. He was in a cauldron of soup like so much Bugs Bunny. Flyman readied himself for another fight, but instead was met with silence. Well, one ogre yelled from the back. You gonna dance or what? Yeah, shouted the crowd. Flyman wasn't in a cauldron for feasting on. He was in a cauldron for the crowd to feast their eyes on. This was a burlesque show. Wasting no time, Flyman motioned. Just hold on. Wasting no time. Flyman motioned to the DJ who was running the all-see ball. Kiss from a Rose began to play as Flyman gyrated and redefined sensuality and sexuality all with one dance. The crowd went wild. Some people had to be assisted medically due to the lack of blood getting to their brains, since many polydicked creatures have far too many dicks for them to all get boned up at once.
My God, the highs and lows of Flyman's life, just in one story.
This
Flyman
isn't
grabbed
real.
some big olives and rubbed his man chest with them, covering his man boobies tastefully yet sexily. Some in the crowd began an orgy, and Flyman figured it was time to skedaddle. He was running out of sex moves, and this crowd was ready to eat him alive one way or another.
This is how I know this isn't real. He isn't running out of sex moves.
That's true, not Flyman. Demi re-entered the cafeteria. She was now in her jammies and held a candle out, trying to make her way to the kitchen for a late-night snack. Gonna get some popcorn. Oh yeah, gonna pop all that corn all up in my cornhole. Watching corn and crunching corn and popping and locking on corn. She sang to herself doing a little robot dance.
I know where this popcorn reference came from.
Yeah, because we were talking about popcorn. And popcorn. Clang! A plate fell onto the floor from the cafeteria proper, which caused her to swing around and do a karate stance. She swiftly blew the candle out and raided her fists into deadly killing machines that weren't legal in California or Massachusetts. Who goes there? She yelled. She sprang forth a fireball from her hands and said to herself, why was I using a candle? Why do I always forget I can do this? But there in front of her was Flyman, she cried out. There was Flyman, having never moved from the spot. Mm-hmm. He was pouring lemonade all over himself, and he had now fashioned a mashed potato bikini and was doing a pole dance on the table. What the hell's going on in here? Sid yelled as Fred followed him down the stairs. They turned on the candles and saw a sight they had unfortunately seen many times. Oh, Flyman, they said, shaking their head with a sigh. They laughed, and Fred pat Sid on the back as they turned around, laughing and wiping tears from their eyes. The end.
Oh, Flyman.
He has real problems.
You knew it wasn't real because it was going well for him.
Yeah.
Everybody throwing up at his dick was very realistic, but when things turned around, I was like, okay, never mind.
He just, was on a more perverse floor, maybe.
Maybe.
What if he really was there?
I guess
that's the question.
I guess, one crowd's disgusting, horrific, eldritch abomination dick is another crowd's, perfect dick.
Yeah. I've seen Two-Tone Malone.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
What a reference.
No!
Jeff knows what
Google it real quick, Rich.
Yeah, Google it.
I'm going to do it. Two-Tone Malone.
Just live.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, all right, okay.
Instant recognition.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I get it. Everyone, I mean, it's perfectly safe to check that out at work if you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Perfectly safe.
If you have a big screen, put that up there.
Turn safe search off. Not for any particular reason. You just get better results that way.
Especially if you're in a meeting where you're Bluetoothed into the main screen. I think that would be the best. And make sure you're searching via images rather than just general.
Make sure your parents are in the room. Make sure your significant other.
The person who decides about which college you're going to, your college acceptance admissions person. All those people. Doctor. All future and past girlfriends.
Yep. Or boyfriends.
Yeah. I'm just talking for me.
Maybe
really.
one of your boyfriends was a Two-Tone Malone. We don't know.
Look, switch it up and then put in Uniboob.
We all know who that is.
What was her name? Winters.
Hayden Winters.
That's
no,
her.
No. She had the 5 head.
Dillian Harper.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Go ahead and Google her with the safe search off.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Josh already had her up on the screen. He was already there. He's finished the story. That's it. He's done.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thanks. I don't know if it was good. It was a story I wrote.
I think the batshit insane scene transition elements were added to the story, whether you meant them to or not. It's like you wrote them all on different days and just accordioned them together.
That's a I didn't. Yeah. I wrote them in one day, but that's a compliment.
Yeah, I liked it. I think
that counts as a compliment, doesn't it, everybody?
If you're doing something that's like a fantasy alternate universe, you need those scenes to almost like if you're in a dream, you can enter a room in the house and it be a completely different setting, can't it?
Different set.
Yeah.
And popcorn.
Yeah.
And popcorn.
I love a Flyman story.
He's got real bad problems.
No. He's the king.
Like, nobody even knows how fucked up he is. You know,
Everyone
they
just thinks
laugh
it's a
at him.
gag.
Yeah, they think he's doing a bit.
Thank God he's past
He's
school.
not.
Thank God he's not in high school, because he would be a shooter.
How's he gonna get a gun? There's only one thing that has a gun. It's a rat.
And would he use the gun on himself first? Who knows?
And he probably would fail at it. It would like melt or something.
It would be like that Mickey Mouse comic where he tries to kill himself for like an entire comic.
What?
You don't know about that? It was like in the newspaper Mickey Mouse comics, like Minnie Mouse. He thought that Minnie Mouse got with Mortimer Mouse, so he was like, I have nothing to live for. I'm going to kill myself. And he keeps trying and failing to kill himself comedically.
Wow. That's like Blue Cat Blues, isn't it? The one the Tom and Jerry cartoon, which starts with him sitting on the railway waiting for the train to hit him.
Train.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It ends
That's
with
a
him
good
sitting
one.
on the railroad track with Jerry waiting for the train to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least he gets to die with his mortal enemy. I don't know.
/ only friend.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog could be there too. They're kind of friends.
Yeah, true. Dependent on the episode.
Spike has so much to live for. He has a son, Tyke.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, but
Depends, doesn't it?
He won't shut the fuck up. He's all like, you know.
Right. That seemed like a good place to go for a break. Don't sit on any railway tracks, and we'll be right back.
What have we been talking about for the last 5 minutes?
I don't know.
Welcome back to part 2, people. Hope you're all right. Nothing tragic happened in the break.
What? What? I mean,
does that
somewhere
mean?
something probably did.
I mean, if it did, I'm certainly not to blame. Now, on to Jeff.
What did that mean?
Oh,
Spit take.
The title of my story is The 666 Society Part 3, The Goddamn Monster Mash, a Frankenstein PI Mystery.
Yeah.
From the
It's a
case
graveyard
files of
smash.
Adam... What?
it was a graveyard smash.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Stop reverse gaslighting.
From the case files of Adam Frankenstein, Private Investigator, New York, New York, Fall 1935, Entry 15. Now, this next part probably goes without saying, but I was unconscious for a pretty long time. I got zapped by who knows what the fuck and hit the ground like a big fleshy sack of rotten meat, which is exactly how I always hit the ground, unfortunately.
Me too.
After that, it was just a dark, hazy blur of being moved around limp. Like, after I'm done plowing your nasty-ass mama, and she's joysticking my deflated third arm around like she's trying to shake the life back into it for round 69.
God.
She's insatiable. By the time I started to come around again, the anvil-pounding headache between my ears and the Russian numb feeling in my cheeks let me know I was upside down before anything else set in. Imagine the feeling of 16 Four Locos in a keg stand, but without any of the erectile dysfunction.
The good Four Locos, not this new shit.
Probably. The room was spinning around me, and I couldn't chalk it up to my fucked up head or if I was actually moving for a minute. But as my blurry eyes gave way to bright flickering candlelight, it became obvious that I was the one slowly rotating in a small wobbly circle. "He's awake," came a familiar husky feminine voice I couldn't quite place. There was a rustle of movement around me that I still couldn't quite make out. My head was splitting and every bit of blood was pooling at the base of my brain. And all. Give me a fucking break. But the sound of wooden chairs on the floor was unmistakable. A bunch of them being pulled out, flopped down in, and dragged under a table. Another voice I couldn't quite place, this time a man's, deep and timbrous. "We will convene then." As I slowly spun in a dangling circle, a few things became clear to me in rapid succession. One, I was dangling from a series of chains and ropes from the ceiling far above me.
Yeah.
Each length passing through a massive candle-ridden chandelier which burned brightly to illuminate the room below, alongside dozens and dozens of candles placed here and there around the room. Two, I was dangling over the middle of a gigantic circular oaken table that was bare save for a massive sigil that was carved in the center of the wood, deeply and expertly. 3 sixes with their loops intertwining, one with the next in a descending fashion.
Just
I
like,
suppose
Tattoo.
just like the title of the story.
Yeah,
What?
I suppose I suddenly got the whole 666 society thing. Pretty decent branding, honestly. Could use a jingle, though.
It's the 666, baby.
3.
You're gonna love Satan.
3. I could barely feel anything below the waist, including my dick and balls. Which even after being dug up, reassembled into a corpse monster, buried in ice for 100 years, thawed and shocked back to life, will still fuck you right up as a dude. Keep in mind for the next few pages of this journal that this was directly at the forefront of my mind to the point I was barely paying attention to what else was happening at points. Was my dick gonna be alright? Was it gonna work right once I got down from here? It was honestly kind of a miracle it worked right to begin with, you know? It was being sewn on and all.
Yeah.
But now what was gonna happen? Was it gonna go sluggish when erect? Was the jizz gonna blast correctly? Was the numbness gonna fully go away, or am I batting at half-mast forever? The questions just wouldn't stop. 4. I was in some kind of closed quarters, high-ceiling dining room that had been repurposed into a meeting space of some kind. Red stone bricks made up every wall, with huge red curtains drawn across them in zigzagging patterns. At each corner stood a suit of armor, helmet open to reveal a taxidermied iguana head sticking out for some reason. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
It was almost like someone was shoehorning a prompt in at the last minute or something, LOL.
LOL.
Each armor grasped a tall, shining halberd in their right hands, facing the massive oak table in the middle of the room. Candles flickered along every surface, the walls lined with standing candle stands, with half-melted wax dripping old candles stuffed into each of them, and stuffed into each and every opening. Very much like your mom on BDSM night at the local sex club.
What? It's that. What? When? What night is that?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Shit, my mom wants to know. What night is it?
5. The faces I was slowly spinning past just below me were finally coming into view. As I passed each of them, I felt a knot in my stomach, just above where the terrifying numbness was stopping, growing larger. The desiccated, eyeless face of the mummy Queen Kafari stared deep and hollow into my soul as I passed her. She was leaning back in a chair, her arms crossed over the yellowed old gauze which crisscrossed over her chest. A glower on her sullen, skinless features. Her voice, deep, rattling, and piercing to the mind, fell from her jagged tooth maw. "You said I could be a Hollywood starlet, you big fucking perpetrator. Then you gagged me with my own sand and drowned me to death, mondo, harsh, and uncouth.
What?
I was gonna be the next Greta Garbo, but with full frontal, and you ruined it.
Full frontal.
I wanted to come up with a clever rebuttal about how full frontal for her wouldn't even be a problem for 1930s Hollywood, because her titties and cooch fell off 1,000 years before industrialization. But I was having trouble stringing thoughts together thanks to every organ in my body slowly sliding upwards and clogging at the base of my diaphragm. I was suddenly painfully aware what kind of shoddy work a disgraced scientist delirious on a potent mix of opium, laudanum, and hashish was really capable of doing. Thanks, Pops. Also, I was still slowly spinning, of course. The next face was the smug, self-satisfied face of Jonathan Gray, the Wolf Man, though he wasn't looking very wolfy at the moment. And to be honest, he wasn't looking that smug or self-satisfied either. He was holding a glass of red wine with both hands and leaning deeply back into his seat with his whole body kind of shaking a little bit, his eyes darting around the room with deep shuddering fear behind them. He leaned up a little closer to me and whispered, "I'm gonna be real. When I got involved in this, I didn't know there was gonna be all these other fucked up creatures and shit, man. What even are half of these people? There's a fucking mummy now? I don't know, man. I'm freaking the fuck out." I managed to mumble out, "Welcome to my fucking world, Pally," before I slowly spun past him onto the next one. Agatha Redgrave was rolling her eyes at Gray, holding onto her own glass of red wine in a way that let you know she was holding a glass of red wine most of the hours of the day.
Yeah.
She sipped at it as I spun past and just waved a hand at me to continue on. "Just keep spinning. You already know why I want revenge on you. We've been over this. Save the page count." She muttered, continued to wave me on. I couldn't argue with that. Next up was a sight for sore eyes. She was glaring psychotically, one eye twitching from the intense rage, but she was just as beautiful as the first day I saw her. My blushing beauty bride, Eve. 3-foot-tall hair with a lightning bolt, surgical scars all over her skin. Skin white as a sheet, fresh out the machine. She was a looker, all right. She was holding a knife.
Jizz if you keep going.
She was holding a knife and slowly carving into the table in front of her without taking her eyes off of me. I could make out what she had carved. A little drawing of me having my dick ripped off by a cartoon bull. How long she had been at carving that, I wondered. It was pretty damn good. She glowered, lowered her head, and spoke in that husky, low voice she had. "I've been waiting a long, long time for this, Adam. You abandoned me, and now I'm gonna fucking rip your nuts off and feed them to you as your final fucking meal."
Jesus fuck.
"Nice to see you too, Eve," I groaned out, finally getting some semblance of thought back amidst the haze that had overwhelmed my brain box for the last however many pages this is. "You thinking we could give it another shot for the kids, or..." "We don't have any kids, you fucking brainless Neanderthal," Eve screeched out, causing everyone else to jump since they'd all been so low-key and threatening so far. "Just give me 5 minutes without a condom and we could change that. Via my jizz."
Wow!
I winked, struggling to even do that as I swung further around. She yelled at me pretty loud, but I could tell she was thinking about it. But all the jokes drained out of me as I spun just enough to see the next clown getting out of the metaphorical tiny car at this fucked up circus. Gil, the fucking fish man who had double-crossed me to get me into this predicament in the first place.
Fucking snitch.
I lunged at him, not being able to move much, and growled out, "You! Once I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking season your dumbass up with lemon pepper and fucking paprika, you goddamn traitor! Yo, what's for dinner, bitch? Seafood broil at my house!"
It's more than he deserves.
"I am sorry, Adam. I had no choice in the matter." Gil spoke in a low, soft tone, his head lowering and his big, black, shiny eyes turning away from me. "They were going to hurt my beloved Kay if I didn't lead you here." "What the fuck? You've been able to talk this entire fucking time?" I screamed out, trying to force my body around so it wouldn't swing away from him. "I've been playing sea bass charades with asshole Aqualad over here, and he's been putting sentences together like goddamn Shakespeare in the park? You fucking piece of under-the-sea shit!"
There's a lot going on in that.
Yep.
How did you think Kay and I were together if I couldn't speak English? Gil sputtered out, taken aback that I didn't know he could talk, even though this fucking prick never spoke a goddamn word to me before this. Unless he did in the first story and I just forgot about it, in which case, fuck you. Look, I try to think about how you and a human woman works as little as humanly possible, pal. I said as I finally spun too far away to see him anymore. Let us forget our petty grievances. For now. The deep, booming, unmistakable voice cut through as I spun around just enough to see him walking towards the table. Double elevator doors behind him slid closed as if at his beck and call. A soft ding filling the air as he approached. He wore a perfectly tailored black suit with a black undershirt and red tie. And over it all, he wore a deep red overcoat slung around his shoulders like a cloak. Black hair, gray at the temples, slicked back tightly to his head. A toothy grin along his long, languid features. At the head of the table of these freaks, monsters, and reprobates stood Count Dracula himself.
Reprobates.
Oh, big fucking surprise. The evil team leader is fucking Dracula? Oh, shocking reveal. Next thing you're gonna tell me is you got together because you wanted revenge on me for wronging you. Yeah, fucking cliche as hell, man. At least try. I groaned out, daring to spit in the face of the god that controls the world I live in by criticizing the events happening in real time. Please just let me put a bullet between his eyes and get this over with, Eve said with vitriol running down her lips. She gripped up the dagger from her hand and stabbed it violently into the wooden table in front of her. After I cut his balls off first!
Wow.
Well, that's two things. You just said one, and that's two.
Just calm down.
Could you please not carve into my $20,000 oak meeting table, Eve? It seems like common courtesy to not destroy someone else's very expensive table just because you're mad at another person, doesn't it? Am I wrong here? Dracula held his hands out at his sides in a kind of questioning-like manner and looked around the room. Everyone exchanged awkward glances and then nodded slightly, no one meeting Eve's eyes as they did. See? They think so too. It's common courtesy.
Why does the table cost that much? That's crazy.
Can we move on, please? This is top 3 worst moments of my life right now. Easy. Eve screamed out and everyone jumped slightly. I still kind of wonder why everyone was so goddamn jumpy, but I guess it was kind of like a new alliance or whatever. It takes a while to settle in, you know? Let's, torture him in some junk, Queen Kafara yelled out, slamming her gnarled old mummy's fists into the table and standing up, a mini gap-toothed murderous grin on her features.
That bitch don't got no gooch no mo.
I call the butt stuff. I have I have the perfect way to yank his innards out. That way, that'll totally turn him into one of my undead mummy slaves. Yay!
I like this woman.
Yeah, she's cool.
Is there any way that I could leave? But by any chance, I did my part and whatnot. So Jonathan Grace began to get up, but everyone in the room, even me, glared at him at once, and he slowly sat down in his seat again, smiling sheepishly. I guess not. That's cool. Perhaps you should tell him what we have in store for him, Dracula darling. Agatha Redgrave interrupted this sad scene, tapping the side of her nose knowingly with a wide grin. I hadn't noticed before, but she didn't look as old and haggard any longer. In fact, she looks like she was around 45 or 50 at oldest, and much more filled with life and motion. Of course. Dracula pulled out his seat from the table, which I couldn't help but notice had a much higher back than everyone else's. I guess as the boss, you got a big dick everybody else every chance you get, huh?
Probably cost $20,000 too, motherfucker.
You are quite right, detective. That we of the 666 Society have gathered to exact revenge upon you for slights against each of us in the past. Gil here notwithstanding. Gil was staring down at the table with a look on his inhuman fish fuck face that said he was genuinely regretting everything he had done and felt tortured by it. Now me, being a huge self-centered asshole, I was taking a lot of enjoyment out of that every time I swung around enough to catch a look at it again. Mm-hmm. Could you speed this up, Count? All this spinning is really doing a number to my digestive system, and I don't really know how long it's gonna be before I spew all over your beautiful $20,000 oak table.
Spew.
I groaned out, adding quickly, well, lovely besides the nasty knife carvings in the wood Eve did anyway.
Oh, the
Fucking
vomit
kill
was
you! Eve screamed out. Throwing a chair back and standing up to leap up onto the table. Dracula threw a hand up to caution her to stop, and she did, glowering at him through her eyebrows as she slowly picked up a fallen chair, set it upright, and plopped down in it indignantly. Under her breath, she grimaced. It's called art, you fucking tasteless plebeians. But we have not gathered here to simply be your executioners, Mr. Frankenstein. Dracula continued, unfazed by whatever the hell that just was. No, far from it. Agatha Redgrave drew her hands up into the air and quickly yanked them back down in succession, causing two massive sets of red drapes just behind where she sat to fall down, revealing a map of a strangely shaped island in the middle of nowhere, just water surrounding it as far as the map went in every direction. Welcome to Dracula Island. The Count said with a wide beaming smirk. Yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me with that name, Count, I said as seriously as I could manage through giggles. You named this place fucking Dracula Island? That is my name. What is wrong with that? Dracula spat back, anger rising in him suddenly, as it was prone to do. Come on, you gotta fucking know how goofy that sounds. Anyone normal would tell you why that's such a fucking silly name. I motioned my head towards Jonathan Gray. Yo, you look just a normal dude when you're not a big evil dog. Tell him why calling it Dracula Island silly as fuck. No, it's totally normal. Gray yelled out, throwing his hands up in a placating stance almost instantly, and then pressing himself deeper into his chair to try and disappear. I would never laugh. I've never laughed in my entire life, actually. Pathetic, Queen Kafari said, with an implied roll of her empty eye sockets, crossing her arms poutingly across her chest again. We're hunting you on this island. There, fine. Dracula threw his arms up in frustration, and then folded them over his chest indignantly. Are you happy? You've ruined the surprise. We put a lot of work into this, and you've ruined it. I'm sorry? I said, confused, dangling upside down like a fucking organ meat piñata over a table filled with my greatest enemies. Look, you're the one who wanted to do this goddamn supervillain team-up thing. This was supposed to be the horror part of the show, and we're doing fucking Green Lantern Batman shit instead? None of this is what I signed up for. Come on, Draggy, you got this. We all know this is gonna be super fun and totally rad to hunt and kill this dweeb. Queen Kafari interrupted my rambling, clapping her old desiccated hands together and smiling as brightly as she could with half a teeth missing. Tell him how we're gonna do it, Daddy Drac.
Daddy Drac.
Yes, please tell him how we're gonna kill him, Eve chimed in, grimming with the sort of unhinged psychosis that'd make Josh Henderson cum his pants instantly.
Oh, there it is.
I can't wait to watch him squirm. Could I, like, Gray stood up again, throwing a thumb over his shoulder towards the big wooden doors across the room, miming his exit. Sit down! All six of the rest of us screamed in unison, causing Gray to drop into his seat instantly and begin rapidly quaking in his flop sweat. To be perfectly blunt, Mr. Frankenstein, we are going to hunt you, Dracula said, hands raised up in the air above his head, which was bowed slightly forward reverently. All of us here are hunters of weaker prey. Each of us has stalked the night, the underbelly of society, to find those to prey upon. Today,
The mummy?
today upon Dracula Island. He paused and looked around the room with a real kind of chip on his shoulder. A lot on his face that said, fucking try me with that giggly ass attitude towards the island name. Then continued. You are our prey. The room erupted into cheers, laughter, and clapping. Even Jonathan Gray was clapping along, happy enough to know I was gonna get killed by all these fucked up bagools he'd suddenly found himself surrounded by.
Bagoo, drink!
Naturally, I didn't clap much, for multiple reasons. You're just doing the most dangerous game? That's pretty fucking weak. I half yelled out over the din of applause my slow execution was garnering. Everybody stopped clapping and began exchanging confused glances for a minute. You know, the book, The Most Dangerous Game, by Richard Connell. They took a big game hunter to an island in the middle of nowhere, hunted him for sport. It's a pretty goddamn famous story. Never heard of it, Redgrave said with an overwrought shrug of her thin shoulders underneath a mink shawl. Like I read as F.
She's not got eyes.
Fari shook her head in disgust. I'm afraid I haven't heard of it either, Adam. I apologize once more. Gil said with genuine sorrow in his voice. Fuck you, I slipped in quickly. Well, I've not heard of it either. You're just making shit up now. Aren't you? Eve spat out, glaring me down like a dog with a cornered squirrel. I own thousands of books on a myriad of subjects, both common and arcane, detective. I have never heard of this one. Perhaps you are simply stalling for further time. Dracula said with a curl of his lip and a tilt of his head. Very clever. But it will do you no good. It's a real fucking book, goddammit! I screamed out at the end of my fucking rope in multiple ways at this point.
Nice.
Fine, Dracula said placatingly. It's a real book. We all believe you.
Oh, don't start that fucking passive-aggressive shit.
He didn't place the finger next to his head and began to wind it around in a little circle, rolling his eyes in the universal sign for this dude's off his fucking rocker at the assembled group. They all snickered and chuckled amongst each other. Even Gray and Gil, which I wouldn't fucking forget anytime soon.
What the fuck, Gil?
Nevertheless, Dracula continued, steepling his fingers together like an aristocratic blood-sucking Mr. Burns. I have taken the liberty, along with the beautiful and vivacious Miss Redgrave. He wafted a hand in Redgrave's direction and smirked, and she waved back towards him coquettishly in a way that did not befit her years, her being a nasty old bag even at 50. Of outfitting your would-be murderers with the tools to make certain that you will not get the best of them again. Our power has become their secret weapon against your brutish sensibilities and animalistic strength. We won't bore you with the details. You'll discover those on your own once you're placed at the starting line, Redgrave added, standing up from a chair and walking around the table to stand beside Dracula. The two of them shared a flirtatious look, complete with nasty little smirks on their pasty-ass mugs.
Yeah.
They're banging.
Then turned their eyes back to me. Though I assume you will only learn about one of our little gifts before you're eviscerated by whoever finds you first. A shame, but a necessary one. Eve stood up from a chair now and slammed a fist down onto the table in front of her loud enough to garner every pair of eyes turning to her in the room. I was promised first crack at him and I demand to be given what I deserve, she screamed, as usual. A swift kick in the ass and the number of the nearest nut house, I interjected.
Nice.
No one seemed to find this very funny, though, and I just hung there in the silence, kind of seething inwardly that they had all laughed at Dracula's stupid fucking thing earlier. But not even a little titter for my great gag. Like, I knew they weren't laughing at mine, considering they all wanted to kill me and all, but it still bothered me anyway.
If you ever suspected that Frankenstein was a Jeff self-insert, that joke is the one that proves it.
Yep.
Come on now, come on. Yes, Eve. You will get 1 hour before the rest of us to hunt down your ex-fiancé and end his life. Do not waste the time, because none of the rest of us will. Dracula said plainly before turning back to face the rest of the class of the Ghoul Skull. We will convene at nightfall. Until then. Redgrave reached a hand up, her palm open wide, and a strange swirling mist began to rise from the center, swirling and dovetailing around itself to rise up and under my nose. I tried to keep from breathing, to pull away, but the mist didn't find me breathing all that necessary. It snaked its wake up into my nostrils and instantly felt like it was coiling around my brain like a squid's wet tentacle. I thrashed as hard as I could against the ropes, but there was nothing doing. I was out like a light again. As I drifted off to the land of Nod, all I could keep thinking was 2 things. First, how many times can a guy get knocked unconscious for extended periods of time before he suffers serious permanent brain damage? It can't be a lot,
from 1
right?
to they're dead.
It can't be a lot, right? That shit does horror work on the brain, doesn't it? Shit, that had me worried. Second, man, I hope my dick works once I'm right-sided again. To be continued.
Very good.
Oh my god. That was great.
That was a good
That
one.
was great.
Thank you. I would like to appreciate I would like to give a moment of appreciation to my accompaniment, the strange, haunting, high-pitched sound outside my window that's been going on my
hear it.
entire...
I thought you did that on purpose. I thought you hired like a choir of ghosts.
There's some sort of heavy machine happening far enough away that all I'm getting is the high-pitched sound of the engine.
No, it was a bagool. That's what it
Oh,
was.
true bagool outside my
How
window.
do you hire a bagool? What do they get paid in?
Craigslist.
Bagoologram.
Bagoologram.
Yeah, that was great. I love a ensemble villain cast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a great Dracula. How he's just like
passive
When
aggressive
when he opened his arms and was like, "Does everyone agree with that?" It was like, "Yeah, I can see."
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
I mean, he's been a CEO for so long, right? Like,
So good.
I ran into 2 things with this one. One, I really loved the idea of setting up this like mysterious, like all-encompassing, like organization that's pulling the strings, and then when you meet them, they're a bunch of like fuck-ups who are just arguing amongst each other.
Yeah. It's like real life.
Also, when I was The Mummy is from Stop or My Mummy Will Shoot, the fucking Gangbusters original appearance of Adam Frankenstein. I reread the end part of it to get her name and stuff, and I didn't remember that I gave her a Valley Girl accent as a joke reveal. So I was like, I'm gonna have to keep doing that.
That's great.
no, that's good because she's
Doesn't
like,
make any sense timeline-wise.
yeah, but she loves the beach, man.
Yeah. She loves sand. It gets everywhere.
She loves the beach and ripping your organs out of your butthole. That's her favorite pastimes.
Who doesn't? You know, am I right, guys? I'll go first this time. Don't worry.
This time.
I'll go first.
This time,
Adam Frankenstein will return 3 more times.
Dick works.
He'll return again and again and
And
again.
again.
But maybe after that, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. We know. He'll be back.
We do.
He's too much of a Jeff self-insert.
You'll be back, Adam Frankenstein.
And this is like one of those fully subconscious things because I never meant for him to be a Jeff insert.
Yeah, nobody ever means to do anything.
No,
Right?
No, what?
What?
Nobody ever means to do anything.
No.
Yeah. We're all just like floating around, man.
It's completely
my head
nebulous.
My head hurts so much from this high-pitched noise. It's fucking crazy. I'm hoping the mic isn't picking it up.
I'm
I can't
right
hear anything.
Here.
This high-pitched noise Josh Henderson.
Sorry, it's just the way I talk.
Right. We are going to come back. I just clapped my hands together. Did you hear that? Woo! That's very excited. We are two parts down. Third part incoming. So take a break and we'll be right back.
It's almost time to lock up the house. And then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
Welcome back to the finale of episode 75. I'm going to read. Jeff might pass out and die because there is an insane humming going on in his ear.
He's being abducted or something. I don't know.
The humming has started to feel like home.
Oh, God!
Jeff, I was going to say don't go toward it, but whatever, man. You do what you got to do.
You do you.
Yeah, you do
You, buddy.
No judgment in this world.
Yeah, that's right.
So, my episode this week is a continuation of my Ocean's 11 starring Barthor and some other crew members who have come back, and it is called Love in an Elevator, Lizzing It Up When You're Going Down.
That's the dumbest, most amazing title I've ever heard.
God damn, that's good.
Lizzing it up.
Barthor didn't like elevators. This wasn't a fear thing. He'd been shot out of dropships, depressurised in a corridor above Corax 9, and once spent 40 minutes listening to Ready Player One on audiobook narrated by Megan Fox.
Oh my god.
So you know, this motherfucker wasn't scared of anything. Elevators just felt dishonest to him somehow. Going up in one felt further from the ground, further from decency, closer to something terrible. The lift to DeBeppi's box...
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
This dude's got trust issues.
He's going up to bad stuff, believe me. The lift to Boopy DeBeppi's box seats was obscene. Transparent steel on 3 sides, gold trim, soft harp music like the universe knew you were about to do something immoral and wanted you thinking it was classy. Barthor stood alone at the back, hands clasped behind him, trying not to look like a giant can of grievous bodily harm squeezed into a giant toad body, which was tough, because that's exactly what he fucking was.
Dude.
As the doors pinged open to DeBeppi's floor, a robotic hostess smiled at him like a kid's TV presenter who had just snorted a snowman's worth of nose sherbet.
Nose sherbet.
Nice.
Captain Barthor, she said. Captain, still. DeBeppi had probably told her to use it to trigger some guilt response in him. It almost worked. Mr. DeBeppi sends his compliments and will be with you soon. He hopes you'll enjoy the view. Barthor nodded.
He sends his delicious spaghetti.
What a generous slave lord you have. The hostess blinked once, internal protocols choking on the words, then recovered, turned, and immediately left. Below, Space Vegas churned. The inside of the dead Geldon lit up like a cancerous lung shot with barium. That's fucking bleak.
Wow.
Jesus, Rich.
Crowd swelled.
That's how they know where it is.
That's how they know where it is.
When I was messing around with doing the Three Little Lords again in the story, I was going to give each of us a nickname And yours was smiley for just such a reason.
Crowds swirled between bars and betting kiosks, faces smeared with excitement and alcohol and the thrill of not being the one in the ring. The amphitheatre roared as the next bout was announced. Introducing Pike Tyson and Elephanta Holyfield. Yeah, that's fucking right. More animal puns. You think you can give us animal prompts and not get animal puns? Well, fuck you. What is this, Noah's Ark? Well, I'm going to flood you with puns, you boat-ass bitch.
Jesus.
Goo ass bitch.
Good
Boat-ass.
editing the voice on that shit, Josh.
Dude, that's what Levelator's for, baby. I got a special Rich Masters setting.
What? Well, Cap's not coming, Rhea scowled, keeping her voice low on the casino floor. He couldn't have walked away. He had, like, a stiffy for DeBeppy's stash. And by stash, I mean money, not his genitals, Swiftfeather said pleasantly.
Or mustache.
Ludwig scanned the slot machines
Dick
for sight of the
stash.
big amphibian. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait, no, someone's playing Frogger, the arcade machine.
Easy mistake to make.
Well, pinched by Atchie's goon squad, I reckon, Ludwig whispered, shrugging all his tentacles. What now?
Fucking fall on the floor? What are you...
He's,
Yeah.
I'm just picturing him as Squiddly Diddly.
So far we have Squiddly Diddly and a Battletoad. This fucking...
Rhea didn't like standing still. Standing still was how snipers got you. Standing still was how the Alliance forgot to extract you, and you got half digested by a blotchling. Standing still was what they made you do in medical bays while people in white coats discussed whether you screaming constituted consciousness or just some sort of inconvenient reflex. So she started pacing. All right, she muttered, voice low as she drifted with the crowd towards the lower service ring. Let's assume the captain's compromised. Swiftfeather didn't break stride. She smiled at a passing tourist like she'd just sold them a timeshare. Define compromised. Dead, Rhea said, or being tortured to death. Depends how nice DeBeppy's feeling, I guess. Ludwig's chromatophores flickered a queasy shade of green. He's not really known for his kissing babies persona, though, is he? Eating babies...
What's a chromatophore? Oh, changing colors.
You know, I
Wow.
wouldn't be against it if we scrapped everything and started over.
You think you're not getting animal puns, motherfucker? I'm fucking pissed off. Blah, 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 blah.
He's not really known
dead
for
on.
his... He's not really known for his kissing babies persona, though, is he? Eating babies and then pulling their skeletons out like a cartoon cat with a fish, maybe.
Jesus.
Rhea stopped at the holomap terminal, jabbed it awake with a finger that hissed slightly as acid-kissed glass. The system rebooted a visitor's map, proudly declaring they were here in cheerful, looping neon that pulsed like it was proud of itself. You are here. Welcome to the :/auxiliary concourse. Fun fact, the Geldon's digestive tract walls are made up of 78% impacted feces. Get your t-shirt at the gift shop today.
Damn. That's
I need my 78% impacted feces t-shirt now.
I went to a 78% impacted feces, and all I got was this shirt.
And dysentery.
And worms.
Rhea stabbed at the screen. Oh, sorry, Ludwig pushed away from the wall he'd been leaning on. Anyone got any tentacle sanitizer, he asked. Rhea stabbed at the screen, swiping away layers of tourist-friendly nonsense. Bar maps, historic bile fountains, a holo ad for commemorative fight night ponchos, now made extra blood absorbent. Swiftfeather leaned in over her shoulder, still smiling that customer-facing smile that had just been turned up to Christmas retail mode. Go deeper. I am going deeper, Rhea snapped. This thing's resisting like it knows it's about to show me something it shouldn't. The map finally flickered. colours dulled and the cheerful font died, and in its place bloomed a service schematic, arteries of maintenance halls, waste channels, pressure locks, and off-grid chambers marked with symbols she couldn't recognise. Ludwig whistled softly. Ooh, that's an old set of schematics. That's pre-war alliance. For what? Swiftfeather asked. For things you don't admit exist, Ludwig said. Black budget, grey ethics, secret stuff, Colonel's secret recipe, hidden servers. The reason why it looks like Dak Shepard built his 2 brain cells with a self-assembly IKEA instruction manual.
Jesus. I'm so glad that somebody else hates that guy.
He's a dick.
He's an idiot.
He makes jokes about a spousal abuse as well. Like, they're not funny. They're not funny, man.
She made the joke about spousal abuse.
Yeah, I bet he made her, though.
Probably abused her. Kristen Bell, though, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the real problem here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's jealousy. It's jealousy.
Speaking of self-insert, am I right?
Rhea traced a finger towards a blocky structure in the Geldon's abdomen, beneath the fighting pits. No labels, no tourist-friendly nicknames, just a designation string. Stomach vault, restricted. Life support, active. She stopped. Life support? Swiftfeather's smile finally cracked. Why would money need life support? A cheer detonated from the arena above as something large and screaming hit the floor. The whole Geldon trembled, like a shudder of embarrassment. Ludwig's data pad chimed. Security reroute just lit up. De Beppy's moving assets away from the treasury, not towards it. Rhea looked at the map again, at the unlabelled chamber. Well, she said, voice flat, I don't know what the captain got us into, but this seems bigger than a money vault. Swiftfeather exhaled slowly, straightened her jacket. Well, old plan is out, so maybe we need to just head straight up now. Straight up? Straight up where? Ludwig sneered, knowing the answer to the question already. Swiftfeather thumbed behind her to a sign that hung next to a suspiciously brown and puckered bio doorway. The sign read, :access.
That's what I have tattooed on my...
Barthor exhaled through his nose as he waited and thought of his crew. The others would understand what had happened. They'd know to keep going with the job, until they realised what it was. Then, of course, they'd be angry and bitter, and might potentially walk away from him forever. They were loyal during the war, of course they were, they had to be, but when they saw the other side of that vault door, his cachet would evaporate faster than jet ski retailers the moment Epstein Island got a Wikipedia page.
Oh, man. I just wanted to follow my dream of selling jet skis.
Fucking Epstein's biggest collaborator, Ski-Doo.
Ski don't, am I right?
Am I right, fellas?
Waka waka.
But still, he had to hope. The elevator pinged behind him, and out stepped Atchie and a small, shark splicer. Barthol was initially confused, then suddenly furious as he realised De Beppy, the bastard, was a splicer himself. He lunged at De Beppy, his hands morphing into a big spiky ball in true Battletoads fashion.
Yes!
Yeah.
Fuck yes!
But Atchie pulled a small device from her pocket, and he went as limp as Harvey Weinstein when someone says the word consensual.
Wow.
This is an all-timer.
Special guest writer, Dak Shepard.
Captain Barthor, De Beppy snarled. I've got such a lovely evening planned for us. The colon maintenance lift looked condemned in a way that could only be purposeful. One flickering light and too many warning stickers layered over each other. Swiftfeather peered inside. At least we're going up and not down, I guess. Rhea stepped in immediately. Hallie, you go down for a stick of gum. Let's not fool ourselves.
Whoa! What kind of gum?
Juicy fruit.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, all right.
Ludwig stayed outside. They both looked at him. I just want us aligned on expectations of this elevator ride, he said. The doors began closing, and Ludwig yelped and darted inside as they slammed shut. Rhea checked the panel. Lower intestine? Swiftfeather nodded, then frowned after Rhea pushed the button. Wait a minute. Why are there numbers after anus? What's lower than anus? Ludwig leaned in. Clearly you haven't known some of the women I have. The lift dropped. The lift dropped. Not fast, not smooth, like it had tripped. Ludwig shrieked, a sharp, involuntary sound he could not take back, and clutched the railing. Swiftfeather stared at him. "Excuse me," Ludwig said hoarsely. "Just all dignity abandoning me, obviously." An alert chimed. Anomalous material detected. Rhea went very still, and Swiftfeather turned round slowly. "Before we continue, I did warn last episode about this very problem. I'm not doing anything," Rhea said quickly. "I'm just standing here." "Anomalous material just standing there, assessing threat." The lift shuddered and slowed, then began descending. Rhea frowned. Why are we going down?" Ludwig checked his pad, grimacing at Rhea. I think it thinks you're corrosive cargo." "I am not cargo." Swiftfeather squinted at the ceiling. "Well, you are sort of freight-shaped." Rhea shot her a look. "Say another word and I'll send you somewhere, bitch."
Damn!
The lift continued descending, returning hazard to safe level. Rhea stared at the display. "Oh, it's going to shit us out into space."
Yeah.
Swiftfeather folded her arms. "You know, from the lift's perspective, this is extremely understandable." Rhea slapped the panel. "Look, I'm not waste. Please remain calm." "I am calm," Rhea snapped. The lift beeped. "Corrosive agitation detected." Ludwig winced. "Okay, look, it's reading tone now. Perhaps someone else should talk to it." The descent sped up. Rhea exhaled sharply, closed her eyes. "All right," she muttered. "Fine. We'll do this the embarrassing way, then." She crouched, pressed both hands against the floor, and very deliberately let a thin sheen of acid bleed out, neat and careful and humiliatingly precise. The metal hissed. The lift screamed. "Recalibrating. Apologies." They started ascending again, this time gently and obediently. Swiftfeather blinked. Did you just assert dominance over an elevator?" Rhea stood, brushing herself off, cheeks tight. "I would say I negotiated. With acid? Correction, with Supreme Queen energy." The lift settled at the correct level with a dull thunk. The doors opened, and the crew stepped out. Barthol grunted as the restraint clinched tighter, a low electrical hum crawling up his spine like the cold finger of a cold ex with cold intentions.
Damn.
That's chilly.
DePepe circled him with the casual confidence of someone who'd never been held accountable for anything more serious than a tax return. "You see," the shark said pleasantly, gesturing to the fight below, "people think cruelty has to be loud, messy, personal, but the real secret is scale." He leaned closer. "I've turned sin into an infrastructure." Atchi stood by the glass, hands clasped behind her back, eyes fixed on the arena. She hadn't acknowledged a word of it. Barthol laughed, a wet, humorless sound. You didn't build an empire, DePepe. You franchised a massacre, like Nike or Disney or Apple or any of those phones that people are undoubtedly using to listen to this podcast. Child or slave labour, Merry Christmas.
God damn. But still become a patron.
Uh-oh.
The shark tisked. Crude ideas from a small mind. This must be why you never made it past Captain. Atchi's eyes flicked to him, just a fraction. DeBeppe continued, teeth glinting. You soldiers always confuse service with virtue. I simply provide opportunity, employment, upward mobility. Some of my best fighters came to me broken and discarded. And they leave with no honour, forgotten and used up, Barthor said. DeBeppe shrugged. So do most investments. Barthor shifted in his chair, chains humming. You ever wonder why I came here, Toothy? He asked casually. The shark paused. I assumed ego, or regret, or a fondness for blood sports and gambling. No, Barthor said. I came because I know what's under your pits. The corridor was smugly sterile, which made it suspicious, but as they stepped out of the lift, rows of turrets glimmered like miniature judgy eyes, and Ludwig froze. "These are mine," he whispered. "I built these turrets, programmed them, cuddled them at night, named them.
What the hell?
I'm emotionally invested in this challenge." Swiftfeather raised an eyebrow.
Your characters can't just say how they feel. That makes me mad.
That makes me angry.
"You emotionally bond with the death machines you create?" "Yeah, of course I do," Ludwig said. "It was a this is my rifle, this is my gun situation. The army messes up men, all right? It's a known fact. Just as known as these little guys are my babies, and that shitbag stole them." A turret pivoted, its red eye gleamed. "Identify command authority." Rhea whispered, Do you think we should lie?" Ludwig froze. No. Dr. Phil says you don't lie to your children." Swiftfeather sighed.
He's still alive? No!
Oh my god.
Swiftfeather sighed. "They're guns, Ludwig. Also, Dr. Phil is only a doctor in the same way Dr. Dre is a doctor."
I think one of them's more qualified.
The turret's
honestly.
barrel twitched. "Correction," it said pleasantly. "Dr. Phil is not licensed to dispense medical advice, but Dr. Dre was at least cognizant of the benefits of medical marijuana." See?
Yeah, and he's been shot, so like that's kind of medical.
He's probably been in a hospital more times.
Probably.
"See?" Ludwig whispered urgently. "Already smarter than half of our team." A second turret rotated. "Identify command authority," it repeated. "Failure to comply will result in..." Rhea took one step forward and the turret fired, but the blast didn't hit her. It missed her by a gnat's dick length, and not one of those well-endowed gigolo gnats, and punched a smoking hole clean through the bulkhead behind her.
Let me Google that.
Second prompt.
Gigolo being used in this day and age is pretty impressive.
What? It's 1979. Didn't you know?
Everything comes around.
Yeah.
Second prompt, the turret said. "Identify command authority." Rhea leaned down, voice calm, dangerous. "Squid, fix this, or I start beating your kids like Brad Pitt at parents' evening." Ludwig inhaled sharply. All right. Nobody move. Nobody threaten. Nobody bring up child abuse again." He stepped forward. Hands raised, datapad already open, fingers flying. "Listen to me, my precious angel of death darlings," he muttered. "Daddy is home." Swiftfeather hissed. "Do not anthropomorphize the guns." A turret locked onto Ludwig. "Verify credentials." Ludwig smiled tightly. "Gladly." He transmitted a code and the turrets paused. "Credentials accepted," the lead turret said. "Welcome back, Father." "See?" Ludwig said, smugness creeping in. "They remember their dad. Kids, what's your primary directive now?" "Primary directive," the turret intoned, "is to protect Boopy de Beppy as command authority." "Oh," Ludwig said. "Oh, that thieving, dorsal fin, bottom feeding fuck." The turrets warmed up, audibly. "Secondary directive," the turret continued, "is to eliminate threats to the primary directive." Wait, Ludwig barked, slamming his datapad onto the floor. "Hold fire." "Reason?" asked the turret. Ludwig thought for a second and then smirked. "I've detected a slight conflict in your programming." The turrets froze, literally, servos locked mid-rotation. "Clarify conflict," they said together. "You've accepted me as creator and, God," Ludwig said, "which grants me authority at least equivalent to De Beppy. Boss versus parent deal, right?" "Confirmed." "And your primary directive is to protect De Beppy," Ludwig continued. "Confirmed." "And De Beppy," Ludwig said slowly, "is currently threatening me." Silence. The turrets processed. Processors whined. Barrels twitched like nervous animals. "Logic loop detected," the turret said. "Resolution required." Swiftfeather stared. "You trapped them in an ethical paradox. I prefer the term moral stalemate of who's the biggest arsehole."
That's what Kurt called it, I believe.
Yeah.
"Estimated resolution time," it said, 12 to 14 years. Ludwig scooped up his datapad. Plenty of time, let's go. They hurried past the frozen guns, and as they did, one turret squeaked, "Father?" Ludwig paused, sighed, and looked back. "Yes, sweetheart." "If De Beppe is terminated," it asked, "will this improve system performance?" Ludwig smiled. "Immeasurably." "Noted," the turret said. Rhea glanced over her shoulder. "I hate that I like your kids. I hate other people's kids."
They're much more polite.
"They're good kids," Ludwig said proudly. "Bit murdery, but who isn't at that age?" "Evan Masters."
Evan!
De Beppe smiled wider. "You know nothing, Barthor. I know you're not just recycling old splicers," Barthor continued. "You're making new ones. Tailored. Disposable. No service record. No pensions. No families to complain." The shark stared at him, and Barthor met his gaze. "You hid your secret where no one looks. Behind the spectacle. Same trick the Alliance used during the war. Only difference is they at least pretended to feel bad about it." For the first time, De Beppe's smile slipped, and Achi finally turned round. "Is this true?" she asked, voice still perfectly neutral, but now sharpened, like a scalpel. De Beppe recovered quickly. "Captain Barthor is a bitter relic with a talent for dramatic bullshit." Barthor snorted. "You should really audit your ventilation, Beppe. Secrets echo when you stack 'em that deep." Achi didn't respond. She reached into her pocket instead, thumb brushing the edge of a small device, and somewhere beneath them, a door that had not been opened in years cycled its locks for the first time. Rhea felt it before she saw it, the quiet pressure change, the faint uptick in ambient power, and stepped back. "I hadn't even tried to unlock it yet." "There," Ludwig hissed, pointing at a maintenance bulkhead cracked open, exhaling warm, recycled air that smelled wrong. Not chemical or waste, but clinical. "Oh no," Swiftfeather whispered. "That's laboratory air." They slipped inside, where rows of tanks stretched into the darkness, softly lit, shapes drifted within, limbs, tails, jaws, half-formed things suspended in nutrient gels, breathing and moving. Not corpses, not money, not inventory. Rhea felt her chest not corpses or money, but inventory. Rhea felt her chest constrict, acid rippling across her shell. "He's farming them," she said. Ludwig swallowed. "They're all custom builds, optimised for damage, short lifespan." "All right," Swiftfeather said, voice steady but hollow. "Our plan is officially dead." Rhea cracked her knuckles, fumes hissing. "Good.
Break 'em out!
So there's no need to be subtle then."
Break up those arms.
They moved deeper. The splicers were different, less crude, less desperate, cleaner lines. One had a spoiler. Rhea halted in front.
That's sick.
Rhea halted in front of a tank that dwarfed the others. It was enormous. Inside, a shadow shifted. A tail, thicker than a Daily Mail reader's Cro-Magnon man skull or your mother's black book.
Fucking take that, Daily Mail.
Coiled slowly through the fluid. Claws like industrial tools flexed, relaxed. The creature's chest rose and fell, calm, controlled. As if on cue, the tank lights brightened, and Swiftfeather stepped closer, colour draining from her face as the biometric data scrolled. Combat designation heavyweight, status stable. The thing inside the tank leaned forward, massive hand pressing against the glass, not raging, not confused. The designation scrolled once more, settling on a single line. Subject name, Komodo Barthor. Silence fell hard. Rhea swallowed. "That's the captain's son," Ludwig finished.
What the fuck?
No!
The creature's lips parted in the tank. A rumble passed through the glass, too low to be a sound. Recognition. Somewhere far above them, the arena lights flared brighter. The crowd roared like an incoming storm. And then the tank opened. The arena went quiet in the way only arenas do. Not silent, just attentive. Like a crowd leaning forward, smelling blood on the air. And a small circular platform rose from the centre of the ring, a hulking lizard man surrounded by Barthor's unconscious crew. Barthor's face twisted in agony. No. De Beppe snapped his fingers and the chains around Barthor's wrist unclamped. He stumbled once, boots scraping, and Atchie was there immediately, firm hand at his elbow, whispering. Don't make this harder, she murmured. Barthor laughed under his breath. Trust me, that's kind of my thing. De Beppe spread his arms, addressing the arena like a televangelist. His voice boomed, rich and warm and utterly hollow. Ladies and gentlemen and tax write-offs, he purred. Tonight's main event has evolved somewhat. The crowd stirred, betting screens flickered, and numbers scrambled like nervous rodents. We were going to end with a championship bout tonight, De Beppe continued pacing, but then I realised, why settle for tradition when we can have something much more fun? Spotlights snapped on, one by one, blinding Barthor. He shielded his eyes as the floor beneath him split open and the platform he was standing on started lowering, hydraulic motors whining like eager insects. He descended into the centre of the arena alone and exposed, framed perfectly for every camera in the Geldon's rotting body. The roar hit him like a physical thing. De Beppe smiled, teeth gleaming. A returning legend, he announced. A hero of the old war. The frog who punched tyranny right in its stupid fucking face. The crowd loved
He's
it.
French?
Barthor looked over the crew. They were beaten and bloodied and totally unconscious. And facing him, De Beppe said, pausing just long enough to be cruel. Mine and his latest creation. Purpose-built. Loyal. Familial. Actually didn't look at Barthor as she spoke. Whatever happens next, you chose to come here, remember that. Barthor swallowed. Yeah, he said softly. I had to save my boy. The opposite gates began to grind open, heavy, measured. The lights dimmed, not for drama but for reverence, and something stepped forward. The crowd gasped as one. Komodo filled the entrance like a wall given legs, scales like armoured plates, muscles layered on muscles, engineered without hesitation or restraint, scars already etched into new flesh, artificial history for the cameras. He lunged.
Right here, Rich.
He lunged.
What part?
And time stopped. A fizzing hull, not your mother's chlamydia-ridden vagool.
Vagul.
Oh my god.
It's a bagul's vagul.
But a hole in
Fizzing?
But a hole in the fabric of space and time tore open in front of Barthor. Well, well, well. This won't do at all, came a sweet southern voice. Through the portal in the middle of nowhere stepped a dog with a mass of tentacles licking at the air around him. Following him were a number of others. A cowboy woman who looked as mean as butt cancer. Her rat man companion who looked like he was butt cancer. A scientist who shimmered with an unnatural inky shimmer. A muscled woman and the wheedling young man chained to her, and a hybrid of man and AI who was half machine parts. The dog trotted into the ring and Barthor stepped back, utterly confused. What do you want? The dog smiled as he looked around at Barthor and his crew. Yep, this'll do nicely. I'm here to offer you and your crew a way out of this, Barthor. A way out of this bum hand you've been handed down. Who are you? Barthor muttered, backing away from the slavering mad dog. Well, this is Calandra Graves, last Duke of Laird. This is the Darkling, Dr. Sean Tabor. The Gladiators, Tamir and Hijoki. This man and his AI girlfriend we now call Lionelli. And some... And some rat called Squeebus Ogilvy is tagging along for some reason. I don't know why.
Squeebus! Back!
They're just like you and your crew, my sweet angel. They've all had their timelines, their potentials, their entire lives ruined by a set of your alternate selves. Selves that think they're better than you, more important than you, more deserving. Malcolm watched as Barthor looked up, seething with anger at the bad luck he had had his entire life. How would you like to help the God of Wounds to pay 'em all back. To be continued.
Oh
my
sick.
god, dude. Until he called himself the God of Wounds, I may have been on board. Like, when he said that, what was that title again?
That was good.
That's
that was
crazy,
good.
man.
So I was building up to this massive fight, and I wrote it, and then I deleted some of it today, and I was like, actually, it would be far more fun if like you had missed the whole conflict and Malcolm turned up. That would be much more fun.
Not having to watch a frog kill his Komodo dragon son or vice versa is pretty good. I think. I'm on
You
board.
kind of get used to it after a while.
But they're all these insert characters that I've been doing this whole series. They've all been alternate versions, and now they're very pissed.
They've been brought together to fight back against their fate that a certain dog might be misleading them about.
Yeah.
Fucking hate the dog.
Malcolm.
I hate him.
He's
I made a joke on Thanksgiving where I was like, everybody give your thanks to like the multi-dimensional insane dog god. And Rich responded, Malcolm. Like I didn't know what I was...
No.
Richard.
I was like, Malcolm!
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought he was being like, Malcolm?
No.
You mean Malcolm, idiot?
Fucking Malcolm? Asshole?
He's a bad dude, man.
He's not even a dude, he's a dog with tentacles, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Testicles.
I'm just picturing that the voice that's coming out of him is like psychic, and the whole time he's just like slathering like an insane dog.
Yeah.
It's just like, like almost like your brain can't even like handle what you're looking at. It's just like clouding in and out of reality. Fuck, that's sick.
Like it's a voice made of like the sound of bees, but somehow it's coming in like southern. Yeah.
Somebody
Like
needs
what Jeff is hearing.
Yeah. God, it hurts.
Kill me.
No, somebody needs to pet this dog.
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, you can try. I mean, I don't.
That's all.
Think
I think that's all Malcolm really needs at the end of the day is somebody to pet him.
He's like a chihuahua times a billion. Like, don't pet him.
Yeah.
Just get away from him.
I imagine if
he
pet
bites
him,
you, you fucking like cease to exist. No one even knew you ever existed.
yeah,
If he
it
bites-
erased from all time and space.
It turns you inside out boy too.
Might be worth it.
But when
That was incredible, man.
was good.
did you ever watch Rude Dog and the Dweebs?
No.
I don't know if it was a
What
British.
are you talking about?
Right, so this is Rude Dog. Wait a minute, I'm going to send you a picture.
Was he Jamaican?
No. I'm going to see if I can.
He's not Rude Boy living in the shanty
Rude Boy.
dorms.
I'm going to do this after
Russ,
because I
far
I can't find a decent image, so I'm going to have to find it after.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, let's close the cover on this week's stories, and the prompts for next time are
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Windmills by Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Windmills. I see.
And, oh, for God's sake, not another animal one. Foxes. By V.
What the
Of course,
fuck?
V is putting animals in. Fucking furry.
We've had, this will be the third one in a row. Yeah, it doesn't have to be an animal. It can be a very attractive person. Windmills and foxes. Enjoy that one. And I'm definitely going to do... Oh, no, I don't do the art. I don't have to worry about this shit anymore.
Yeah, he's
Yay!
past the buck.
Yay!
Pass that buck. Pass that pound.
This is the official announcement, I guess, in the show
Yeah.
that I am the new artist of Storylords.
Yep.
I already created all the logos and all the art on the website, but now I'm also doing the episode art, which is the important art.
Yeah, I can't. I just literally can't. I said it on Patreon as a post, but I have to drop something, and I'm not dropping Toonhounds,
Evan.
and I'm not dropping Evan, and I'm not dropping this.
Not
or
again.
My hosting duties. Man, he's got a lumpy head. He's definitely been dropped at some point.
That's all right.
So this
How
was
many times can you get hit in the head before it becomes a problem?
But basically, what we did is drop him, and then he had a lump. So I just dropped him a whole few more times in order to get the bump back into shape.
It's like that machine that like makes cylinders. Like you ever watch those? Like conk conk conk.
Yeah.
You just keep hitting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
His head, you do that to his head, Rich?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, how else are you gonna get it?
yeah.
Dude?
What, love?
How else are you going to learn him?
How else is he gonna figure out what life is about?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Just a
Right.
little, like asterisk and then, like, the footnote to this podcast. Storylords does not appreciate or approve beating your children
unless they deserve
Hear
it.
that, Dak Shepard?
or your wife.
No.
Your wife who maybe you don't deserve.
You don't. He doesn't.
should be our
Maybe. Anyway, if you heard those prompts and you were like, "My God, not another animal one! I can do better than this."
You did say that.
Everyone
that was the thing
did.
that really happened.
That was you who said that.
Then you need to head over to patreon.com/storylords, and for as little as $5, you get the ability to suggest prompts. Access to the Discord, behind the scenes content like art sneaks and updates, written stories from the episodes, and one sidecast a month, which is Afterlords, which is about 45 to 60 minutes of just utter bullshit that we talk. Then for $10,
Way to sell them.
you get an extra sidecast a month, which could be made up of any of the following: another Afterlords, a redesign by committee, which is where we choose an existing IP and make it better, and in layman's terms, which is where one of us fully nerds up and presents a case for something we're into or obsessing over. And then the other one is Cunt Rushmore, where we decide on the 4 best of any given topic. And then for Masterpieces, you get quarterly mandated fun time with us, where we hang out with you in person.
Why aren't you having fun? I specifically requested it.
I mandated it.
Look, we're at TGI Fridays. I don't know what else you want me to do.
And you get your
I got
name.
apps for the table. Come on.
Apps inserts. Apps inserts.
And that can be a Q&A, a game hangout, like a chat or something like that. Either way, you get to join us and have some fun. Fun is subjective, obviously. And then you get your name...
Not guaranteed fun.
And you get your name read out at the end of the show with a personal thank you. And then for the other tiers, you get small piece of PFP art. And if you're in the Lordly Lorded Lord tiers, you get a free print-on-demand merch item once per half a year or whatever it is. So there you go.
Reach around.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to find out anything about the show, including seeing the old episode art, then you need to head over to storylords.page or storylords.card.co. If you want to listen to the show again, I suggest you do so on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share it around. The more you like and comment, the more people listen to us. So it would just be good for the show.
Yeah, the link to the YouTube is on the website, or you can
Absolutely.
just search Storylords Pod.
Then, have we got any reviews today?
No.
No? Okay, alright.
Ooh.
Let me bring up
Boo hiss.
the audience. Right, okay. I'm going to do by pledge. So, a big thank you as always to... It's not done that right, but never mind. Squid Ludwig, Stephen, Josh Henderson Lover 69, Sean Tabor, Malonite, Heath Robinson, Federico Rodriguez, Granola Daniels, Jake Anderson, the second Anderson brother, Anthony Stoker, Chris Balso, Rena Kemp, Jonathan Anderson, Pez King, Ratty IRL, Hooch be crazy, Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, Gordon Ream, and my lifetime pleasure of the week is...
Your mum.
I'm going to say this week it's Dolt for Dio, who is has been a member since December the 12th, 2022. So thank you, Dolt for Dio.
Thank you, Dolt. Again, he's so fast with the names. It's like slow down, Roger Bannister. Am I right? I can't even get a word in edgewise.
Hey, what are you doing? I told you to get off of that computer and stop interjecting into the show. Come on, it's time for your bath.
Ooh, bubble bath.
Yeah.
We've been doing this show for that long?
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am anymore. I don't even know.
I don't even want to be around anymore.
I don't even want to be around anymore.
Big thanks.
Shit on me!
Big thanks to Vidison for the use of his music in the breaks and at the beginning and end of the show. If you want to find out more about Greg, touring dates, his music, what he's doing, how beautiful he is, then you need to head over to vidison.card with 2 R's.co. And you can find out about him there.
I've hung out with Greg several times in real life, and if you ever want to be the ugly friend, go hang out with Greg. Because he is a beautiful guy, and you don't compare. You're not going to compare. Just give it up.
Man, somebody needs to rough him up before he goes to prison, am I right?
We're also going to, at some point, I haven't mentioned this to the two guys, but we're going to talk about when we do our December hangout, because we need to do one in December. But we also need to figure out what special we're doing at the end of the show. Part of me wants to bring Kevin Cole back for another quiz, even though it nearly broke me last time.
Oh my god.
Can you handle that this time?
Yeah, I can handle
so
it.
Much pressure.
I can handle it. It'll be good. It will give me a very good release after Christmas.
Whoa. Really?
Wow. Somebody needs to beat that guy up before he goes to jail, am I right?
I'd love to have a very good release. I don't know about you guys.
A below the belt release.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ow, fuck, it hurts! It's fizzy!
Kill me!
Oh, I love it.
It's coming out in 3 directions!
I just like that.
Blasting. It's blasting!
I just like that guy who hits the toxic waste barrel in RoboCop.
Oh, kill me!
Help me!
With that, thank you for listening. We love you all, and we'll see you next time on Storylords. Thank you, and bye!
Bye!
Oh, yeah!